Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Garden State Film Festival 2025. My name is Ming Chen. We're here at the beautiful Berkeley Oceanfront Hotel, beautiful city of Asbury Park. We've taken over, my friends. It's Film Festival weekend. Films everywhere, as far as I can see, here in Asbury Park. And as I love to do here, we love to talk to all the filmmakers here, promote their films, make sure everyone goes out to their screening blocks. They have made it, the selection process here at the Film Festival, very selective. So, we got to give a big shout out to all the filmmakers, and I'd love to learn about the whole process and maybe inspire one of you out there. It's like, oh, I should submit my film. The answer is yes, you should. I'm here with two amazing filmmakers with a project called Cecilia's Ship. Could you please introduce yourselves? I'm going to start over here.
Sure. I'm Jackie Lakowski, and I'm the co-producer and writer.
Amazing.
I'm Brett McKee, co-producer and director.
Awesome. And can you tell us about Cecilia's Ship?
That's a good question. So I wrote the script years ago, years ago, at least 10 years ago. I was inspired by an old Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, I'm a huge fan.
Are you? So
a huge fan. Which episode?
So it was Passage on the Lady Bard. It was about a ship that takes off. It's like elderly people that board a ship,
yeah.
And then there's a young couple that accidentally ends up on the ship,
yeah.
And it turns out the ship is taking them to the greater beyond. So
okay.
all the elderly people on the ship are trying to convince them to get off the
ship. Yeah, you don't want to be it's not your time yet. It's not your time. Like, no, you want to take the trip. Like, you sure about that?
Yeah, you don't want this trip.
I don't know if you want this trip.
Yeah, telling them what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
It was inspired by that, but also just also talking to family and friends that have lost someone to cancer.
Okay.
I had to talk with my mother who lost her dad when she was very young, and she watched him go, and I said, what must that have been like? And she said, it was traumatizing, but as a parent, I couldn't imagine losing a child like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of what inspired me to write it.
Right. I think, they've always, the greatest tragedy is burying your outliving your children.
100%.
Which is amazing. And now go to here. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, Brett McKee, director.
Oh, me?
I don't know. Jackie and I, like, the strikes were coming up. I needed to go back to Atlanta for a little while because she and I met in New York City.
Yeah.
We just became friends, more acquaintances through our scene study, our acting class.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, look, strikes are coming up. We can't, I'm not going to be here for class, but maybe we can collaborate and work on some writing together.
Yeah.
So we traded stuff, and I was reading through a lot, and I was like, hey, look, this was like 6 pages. We can make this.
Yeah, this is short enough where, we could totally knock this out.
A lot of people are going to be out of work. Maybe
right.
Let's stay busy. Let's try to, know. And she trusted me with it, and it's interesting, a lot of people who are friends who try to work together, sometimes it can strain the friendship. But she and I became really close.
You got even closer because of this project.
Yeah, we are. It's kind of battle scars together, I guess, and but it was great. And she trusted me with it. And I was like, all right, this is somebody else's stuff, you know? It's right. There's a lot of writer-directors out there. When you're handling someone else's material, it's almost more careful with it, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, you don't want to screw it up. That's
right.
their passion. So.
Yeah.
I mean, when you read it, were you immediately like, yes, this is gold. We need to make this.
Yes, I was like, well, I didn't know it was going to be gold, but I was like, this is something like, if you have the ability to, it sounds cheesy, but to affect people, to touch people, a lot of us are kind of going through life and. For whatever reason, we're stressed or we get into autopilot or a little bit of a sleepwalking zone. And sometimes if you can just stop and kind of jostle somebody out of that, and it's like, oh, maybe I don't need to be stressed about this, and this. Like, there are other things,
Yeah, and who knew the strikes were supposed to be kind of a stopping point, but would you say it was probably a catalyst to getting you said you'd been kind of sitting on this for 10 years?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, okay. I didn't even know if it was ever going to get made. I didn't think it would.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it was just like fate, like we happened to take class together. We hit it off. He said, oh, let me see what you have.
Right.
And he goes, you know what? There's no one working right now. Let's, life gives you lemons.
Yep.
Make lemonade, right? So we tried to use our time productively and get our creative juices flowing. You know what I mean? And I think there were so many people that just wanted to work, right? Like your friends were all like, let's do this. Let's just do something.
Yeah.
Keep the portfolio, going.
Yeah, it's
well,
fantastic.
It's also, it's like when you're an actor, you feel like you're just waiting around. So you do this, eat busy, or you're going to class, or doing this, and we got
waiting around,
getting sick of it. Like we're older now, and like we're tired of asking permission to be creative and do stuff. So it's like, well, let's just do it. Complain or change it, you know?
Yeah. So when did you guys shoot this?
That's good. That was not this past September, the previous.
Yes. So 23.
Yeah, it was
September 2023.
Yeah, it was the end of September that
we
shot.
And it was right before the strikes, I think. Was I mean, I lost track of time already.
But before they ended, right?
Okay, before they ended.
Yeah. It was down in Atlanta, and he had a lot of very talented friends that helped us out.
Yeah. Did you guys shoot up here or in Atlanta?
We shot it in Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
And I think even the post was all done.
We had a lot of stuff remote, like the coloring was actually done in Denmark.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so we knew a guy there, uploading footage for 14 hours straight, and then there was a lot of remote work done.
Yeah.
She did a lot of work here or in New York, while I was downstairs, sort of down south, sort of boots on the ground, you know. Getting the boat and stuff like that, but
But are you from you're from East Coast?
Yeah, so we're both from so I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
Okay, what was it like shooting in Atlanta? I mean, they have a pretty established infrastructure down there.
No, I love Atlanta.
Cast, crew, sets, whatever you need is down there.
Oh yeah.
But it's different from the East Coast as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How'd you find shooting in Atlanta?
I enjoyed it. Everybody there was very friendly. All his friends were so great to work with, and it was just it's a different vibe, but it's just different's not bad. It's just different, but it was good. I enjoyed the experience. I liked Atlanta. I've actually lived in Atlanta just for like 6 months.
I go down there a lot. I like it down there. I like it down there. It's it's a great place.
Yeah, he knows so many talented people that work down there. Stunt people and production people.
Yeah. And what's your shooting schedule like? How long did it take to shoot?
Well, so we had about 8 weeks of prep, and our sort of, I guess, mission for this whole thing was like, let's do it right. Let's do it by the book. Yeah. Let's try to honor everyone else's time. We've all been a part of lower budget things and gone, whatever happened to it, or you're not, you're feeding people crap, or you're, whatever. And we're like, we're not going to do it that way. So let's try to create a good environment, take care of people, and try to do it the right way. So 8 weeks of prep for 3 days of shoot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And we had some things come up, but I think the more prepared you are when out of left field, one of the actresses calls and FaceTimes, and she's stuck in New York up to her knees at the airport because it's flooded, and you got to get her on a flight right away.
Wait a minute, I remember that. Yeah, I was flying to Atlanta that day. I was going to a thing called Dragon Con, which is out there.
I love Dragon Con.
Yeah, and I woke up. And I was about to, and I the news happened to be on there, like Terminal C or A flooded, and I was like, crap.
Yep.
I don't think I'm getting out today, but I have to get out.
Yeah.
And I ended up flying out of Philly, but I remember that vividly. Oh. Yeah, September 2023 for sure.
Yep, that was bad. Yeah, Sandra, one of the women.
How'd you get her out?
That was well. So I just got on my Delta app really quick.
That's what I did.
Give me the thing. Boom, boom, boom. Book it. Pay, okay. I put it on the credit card. Here we go.
Drove to Philly, Florida there, and I made it in time. So
low budget becomes.
Okay. So later on that day, we felt each other's pain.
Yeah,
that's great. That's so great.
But then it was interesting too, because in that moment we were broken for lunch, and we had gotten all the morning stuff, which was the hardest part. Was we got the entire crew out there 5 a.m.
Yeah,
the special effects, the smoke, that stuff, and we were ready to go by the time the sun started to rise because we wanted that perfect light.
Oh yeah,
and we were all sort of stressed. We're like, if this doesn't happen, the rest of the film doesn't happen. This has to happen. Right. And we got there. And so we go back to where the production RV was. I had left it running since 5 a.m. because I slept in it the night before, and it was almost out of gas. And I was like, oh no. So I kill the engine. I'm like, we got to send somebody out to go get a can of gas.
Yeah.
And then Kevin was like, did you, our DP was like, did you just turn off the RV? I was like, yeah. He was transferring all the data over,
no,
and it killed the power.
No,
and we're like, oh no.
And the transfer.
It almost killed all the footage.
Oh no.
And it only damaged one file.
Okay.
And the file that it damaged ended up, it was like a little bit of a crap, it's called not the jump, but like a little bit of
was it a little pixelation or something?
Yeah, something or a little jittery like this, and we needed that for the cut anyway, and it happened to be the shot we made at that point. So,
all right, the film gods were shining on you on that day. They're shining on you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing. I other than that, flooded airports and almost corrupted files. What was your biggest challenge in making this film?
I have to say, I thought it went pretty smooth considering.
Okay.
I mean, there were long days. Everybody was tired, and there was a full moon. Brett got a little cranky.
Yeah. Dealing with me, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, but outside of that, no, everything went pretty smooth.
That's awesome.
I mean, it was hard work, but it was great. It was really
That's
rewarding.
great. And then what was post like? How long did it take? And was it challenging? Was it smooth?
I think post is tough, right? There's the film you write, the film you shoot, and then the one you edit.
Yep.
And you're always like, it's a trade-off, right? This shot cuts better, but the performance was better in the other one.
Yeah.
Or, man, I really wish we would have gotten,
I know,
this.
yeah.
So post was tough, but I mean, I've worked with Kevin before. We kind of have an unspoken language.
Yep.
He knows me, knows my style. And I think, again, the prep work, we knew what we were going after anyway.
Yep.
And we basically storyboarded how we wanted to edit. So we kind of went into it like going, all right, we got this, exit off. But it's such a... At that point, too, you've seen the footage and you were there when it was made.
Yeah.
That you kind of are almost too close to the material.
Okay.
So we got a rough cut done, and I wasn't really happy with it, and I was feeling a little disappointed. We took a week off, went back into it, and it's just trying to adjust the knobs
just
here
little
and there.
things, little things.
Right.
Just,
like the edit's important, and that has to also have its
Yeah.
own heartbeat. So we were trying to draw everything back to story and everything to, we got a lot of help, and we got, thank God, people who were honest with us.
Yeah, but 8 weeks of prep as well.
Yeah.
That's that'll help you guys out, and rather than 2 weeks or 1 week or little prep.
Yeah, we really put a lot into prep. And preparation's everything.
Yeah.
You gotta have a plan.
For sure.
With
Is this your first entry into the Garden State Film Festival, or
Yes.
or for both of you? Okay, well, welcome.
Thank you.
So, this is one of my favorites, and they're very selective. So first of all, just getting in is no small feat.
Thank you.
The staff here, they're very, very selective. So that getting in means that you've done something magical.
Well, we got
good.
rejected from so many other ones. We're like, hey, look, we did what we set out to do. We already won. Let's not worry. But we really didn't think we were going to get into any festival at all.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
So this
we
was
were
a shock.
thrilled. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were so excited.
Okay,
We were
good.
Like, yes, because this is a good one. So we were so pumped about getting
Yeah,
it.
good. I mean, I think that this one's unique. It spans 4 days, but they have so many events for filmmakers,
Yeah.
so many opportunities to network. You meet so many cool people here, and then the film, and it is a film festival. All the films are good.
Yeah.
But I come to these things to meet fellow creatives and get inspired. So
For sure.
and that includes you too as well. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys working on another project? What are you working on now? Can you talk about it?
That's a good question. We have ideas right now that we're kind of mulling.
Yeah,
around.
we have a couple
Yeah.
shorts that we're looking at, and then there's a pilot of hers that we're trying to flesh out. We're also working
love
on the feature length version of Cecilia.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
we're
there
doing
is
a
a
feature-length version,
possible
yeah.
feature length
Potential.
Yes. Yeah. We have
It's sad, so we don't know if like a series would,
Yeah. we
like
were
how much
thinking
could
about
people
it. Yeah.
handle for that? It's heavy,
Right.
so we thought, I don't know, maybe feature, but
Feature length. Might
Yeah,
be the
it's
way
all
to
in the
go.
writing. If you get a spark, it's like, oh wait, I got an idea how we
Yeah.
can turn this into 7
Yeah.
to 10 episodes, and then maybe keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah. When and where do you guys screen?
So we screen tomorrow, Saturday,
Okay.
2:30, at the Berkeley Kingsley.
Oh yeah,
Ballroom.
which is right here. It's
Yep.
right down the hall. It's an excellent venue for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Which is amazing. A great block for sure.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Well, thank
Is there
you.
anything else? Did I miss anything?
No, I mean, how about you, Brett? How you feel?
no, thanks for having us. This is great.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure. I think so. Actually, I think I have your.
Oh,
Aha!
there it is.
We
Yes,
have
there it is.
the amazing poster
Oh
here.
yes, Brett actually found the designer for that. Yeah, he worked very closely with her.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome poster. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
they give you guys a visual before you see the film for sure. But Kingsley Ballroom, 2:30, the 2:30 block here in Esbury at the Berkeley Hotel. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean the ship has sailed, my friend.
Yes.
So yeah.
here.
Enjoy
Yeah.
enjoy the voyage, everybody. Enjoy the voyage.
Thank
So
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, gsff.org, everybody. Check it out for the schedule. You can get tickets there, or you can get them in person. I saw lines out there in the front hallway, people buying tickets. You can watch one block. You can watch them all. We have the gala tonight. Come to the gala. Meet all of us. We'll be decked out.
Yep.
Everyone will be decked out. There's the awards ceremony on Sunday, which hey, I may hear. Hopefully, may hear your names. I don't know, but there's definitely a chance. and stuff rolling on along all weekend. So the amazing Garden State Film Festival, it's back, everybody. 2025 version, and we're not done. We're talking to filmmakers all weekend. All weekend. I may sound a little hoarse by Sunday. I don't care. I'm going to keep going. I'll rest my voice on Monday when this is over. But thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Cecilia's Ship, everybody. Check it out.